What's going on, everybody? Youngzers, we got episode 43 coming at you hot. A little bit to talk about in Pittsburgh sports. Might look a little different. We might ramble a little bit about other stuff because it's starting at that point in the year where the draft is over. Penguins are nowhere to be found. We might talk a little hockey playoffs. I haven't been really paying attention. Maybe a tad bit of NBA. But the Pirates are finally hitting that little dog days of summer, which summer hasn't even started yet, I don't think. So I thought this would be coming like July, late June, early July, but no, it's May, and we're starting into those dog days. So we'll be talking Buccos. We'll be talking maybe some golf, some other stuff like that. Cause me and Andrew,
we're talking golf. We're talking golf right off the bat, and your poor course etiquette.
Here's the difference. You guys are sticklers for the rules, and I play.
No. There is a difference between being a stickler for the rules and you going right on the edge of the cup where you just putted and missed by about a centimeter, waiting for it to fall in, and then stomping your feet in two other people's lines who are putting for par.
Here's the thing, though. The ball was moving. It was literally that was the closest putt I had to going in for a while. Like it was still moving.
It was a disgusting display of golf. I'll say that.
It went in.
No, it didn't. You had to tap it in.
It went in. It ended in the hole. But you know what? Whatever. Some people take golf really seriously, and they wake up on Sundays, and they take their little bag out and they count every club and they tuck themselves in for the night. And that just ain't me. I go and I swing the club and I find it. I find the ball and I hit it next.
Dan knows there's a difference between doing that and stomping your feet right on the green like that, trying to get a ball to fall in.
There is a difference, and it doesn't matter if you're a avid golfer or you're just some schmuck that wants to go out once a month. You still have to have the etiquette, Ryan. Come on, you're better than that.
That's the
difference. When you see a ball teetering on the edge, like all the rules go out the window.
No, see, here's the thing: you don't stomp. Go put your shadow on it. It does work.
I did. I was shadowing it.
If you put your shadow on it, then you got 30 seconds to go address that ball and put it in. So you could wait 30 seconds. If they give you, hey, go finish your putt.
It was about 5 before he was stomping like a Clydesdale. The disregard for course etiquette there shows why that's a number 3 hauler. That's a number 3 hauler move right there.
Yeah, it is. That's Bush League move, and you should know that, Ryan. It's not a move that you take lightly on the golf course, especially when you're golfing with two of the people. I know Andrew, like he said last week, he doesn't go out just to piss around. He wants to get better, and that's fine. So even him as well. You go out there with
I want to go out spend money.
You go out there with 3 guys that have the etiquette and look the part. At least DJ looks the part, but you have to have the etiquette, my guy. Like, you fix your divots, fix your pitch marks. Don't walk in someone's line. Don't throw nothing on the green. Don't be spitting on the green. Don't be leaving trash everywhere. It's very simple. And then you also got to think, you just paid $50 to go play around there. Have a little respect.
Here's the thing: you're acting like I just did all those things listed. I did one thing in a situation that barely ever happened. So the way you attack me is kind of ridiculous. Because I guarantee I have better etiquette than you at golf.
No,
I guarantee you. I will bet my life.
No.
I'm holding this episode. We just go off the rails right off the bat.
And you know what?
That's fine.
You guys act like I go out there and I don't try to get better. Meanwhile, you guys try. You're at the range all the time. And I play like maybe once or twice.
Range yet.
And you know what? I'm hanging with the best of them. I was right there with you guys. So you know what? If I would time and effort into practicing,
it would not have been nearly as bad if the fact that you were stomping in 2 other people's lines as they were putting for par, that's what does it right there.
Yeah. I'm not.
Okay. All right. We're bringing this up. How about the time, Andrew, you were like crying on the course and you snapped your club in half? Is that golf etiquette? Dan, answer. Is that golf etiquette? Snapping your tools on the course?
So
yes, it is.
Here's the thing. So there's such a thing called abuse to equipment on the golf course, and you are supposed to apply a stroke to your score on that hole. If you
I'm maxed out.
if you're seen to abuse that equipment on purpose and break it on purpose. Like, things happen on the course, but if you snap it over your knee, you are supposed to, give yourself an extra stroke there, because
I'm maxed out.
like, don't get me wrong. I've never done it. I've never broke a club on the course deliberately. I had my driver blow up on me one time. You can ask Gary Patterson, ask him about that. He still laughs to this day. But I'm not going to say that it's not a frustrating sport, but it's one of them sports where it's only you. It's not a team sport. So you have to, hold yourself accountable. If you're going to abuse your equipment like that, no, it's not proper etiquette, Ryan, if you want me to answer your question like that. And I didn't. Go ahead.
Please, thank you. So in my set, I'd be around the greens, and this was going on the whole summer, between the pitching wedge and the A wedge. Anytime I pulled the A wedge out, I was either 10 feet short or I was blading it. So it was on number 10 at Lenape, bladed it from the front of the green to the back. And I asked, I finished the hole and I asked myself, why do I keep using this club? And then it was a moment, I'm standing up on the hill, the clouds opened, a moment of clarity hit me. I can't tempt myself with this club anymore. It was a snap, boom, I'm on the tee box at my next drive. So it wasn't an immediate one. It was just like, I need to stop tempting. Looking back, obviously, I don't want to break a club, but it's just like a moment of clarity where I need to do this and just get it out of the way.
So here's the thing. You would keep reaching for it if it's in the bag.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you were just eliminating the problem. I'm not saying that that's the way to do it. And Ryan, I never said that you did all those other things. I'm just saying you don't walk in someone. You don't walk in someone.
And I felt attacked and disrespected.
Well, that's understandable, but you don't walk in somebody's line. If you see me on a course and we're putting and I'm going to read my putt, I take a big old loop around you. I don't even get close to you.
Here's the thing. It was one thing early in the year, mistakes are going to be made.
Yes.
And it was a situation where I thought the ball would roll in, I'm trying to save stroke. It was around, I'm trying to get under 100.
Yes.
I was up near there. So, I had to do any move I had. I set one goal. I want to be under 100 today. And you said, it's not a team game. No, I don't care. Any means necessary. I'm trying to get that ball to roll in the hole.
To an extent, you still have to have your etiquette and your respect for the game and the respect for the people that you're playing with as well, your playing partners. Because if it was just I don't know if you've ever had it where you go get a tee time by yourself and they stick you with 3 random old guys. Yeah. They'll humble you real quick on your etiquette. They really will. I've had it happen to me a couple times, and then there's been a few times where I played as a solo, and a threesome has adopted me. Oh, just play with us. Okay, that's fine. They're playing. Their pace of play is just fine. Yeah. But then I'm giving them side eye because they're not having the right etiquette, and I kind of don't want to play with them now. Hey, can I play through? But it just takes that one time. Hey, don't walk through my line, and they didn't do it ever again.
Did I ever do it ever again?
You frequently walk through lines.
Were you excited?
I made a point after that to walk over everybody's.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's just
been very. How many times have you had an issue with me walking over your line in the past?
I don't care. I'm
just saying. I do make a point to step over.
So here's
there's been times, but I just don't care because I don't think that affects my putt at all. It doesn't bother me. If me and you are out there playing and you do, I don't care. That's.
And also, here's the other thing. My last defense point is I've never had a complaint. And anytime I've been playing around with someone, you can't say they didn't have a good time playing with me. And that's the number one rule of playing golf is you're out there for escapism from life. World's crazy. You're going out there to escape. You're going out there to have a good time. Now, if I was going out there with you guys and I was a stickler and, taking everything seriously and measuring everything up, taking 20 minutes to hit my ball, you know what? I had a fun cart today. No complaints from anywhere. I had a good time. We all had good laughs. And I think I was actually a big contributor to the group, for the laughs, the good time, bringing up the vibes. And there's never been a complaint with me of people saying, hey, I don't want to play with that guy again. In fact, everyone says, hey, I want to play with you again. So guess what? I contribute. I'm on the course. And you know what? I make everyone's day a little better when I'm out there with them. So that's my defense.
I've played with enough people, and one person especially, it takes it really serious. So I don't mind you playing with me. I don't mind playing with you. I've never had a complaint. I don't think I've ever personally had to tell you about walking through my line. It just seemed like if you walk through two guys' lines early in a round, you got to see where we're coming from. You understand? So I'm not saying that you did anything wrong or it wasn't a teachable moment or anything like that. But if they gave you the go ahead, hey, go finish that up, then that's on them. But if they were lining their balls up and they're getting ready to putt and you just ran up there, I have a little problem with it, but
no one was ready. I was the only one around. The balls were, and it was a perfect storm. The ball was like rolling. I thought it was a long putt. It's not like it was a 2-footer.
You were excited. You were walking it in like Tiger, right?
I was excited because I was like maybe 15, 20 feet, and it was for par. So I was like rolling up to go there because I was like, like I just knocked this down. Then when I realized it stuck, it was a little disappointed. I was trying to get it to go in. So it's not like it was some small like 2 or like a footer or a 2-footer. It was a pretty long putt.
Right on the lip. But the other thing factor in there is we were playing match play, and at that point, we were still kind of in it. So there was
something on the line though. It's not like we're playing for money.
We ended up losing anyway.
You're playing for bragging rights at that point, especially with somebody like Luke. Oh no! If you ever get close to beating Luke, or if you've beaten him, you'll brag about it. I'll still hang it over his head.
Well, no, I'm not. I don't brag about stuff I'm not good at. Like I'm not good at golf, so I'm not gonna brag. Like
that's fair.
I know what things I'm good at. I know what where my place is, and in the golf world, I'm just amateur at best. Okay. No, like average.
Well, you're actually better than average because 56% of the population that goes out and plays golf can't break 100. So you're better than average.
But the people around me are usually better.
It doesn't matter who's around you.
We're equal. We're equal. I mean, I was doing a hard carry today. My back was hurting. I was trying to keep us in it.
I played one time this year so far, and I shot a 94. I don't go out and break 80 every time. If I do, I'm happy about it. That's why my goal this year is the 79 or lower. One time, I had the opportunity for birdie on 18, ended up just parring it. I 2-putted. So,
but 80 exactly.
I had 80 exactly. Yes, I have goals, and to some people they hear that and they're like 80. Yeah, I understand it's 8 over par. I get that. In most places, 72 is par for 18 holes. But to me, I'm striking a ball well. I can never find the putter whenever I'm striking a ball with the irons and the driver well, and that's what hurts me. So I just want to put a complete round together and shoot 79 or lower one time this summer. But I've only been out once, and I have myself to blame for that.
Here's how dedicated I was today, though, to try. My goal obviously is to break 90 right now. I've come close, 92, whatever. The long par 5 there on the front right after the par 3.
Yep.
My third shot, short left, and I hear a thunk right in the water. All right. They go up there. Ryan's like, your ball's right here. It's in the mud. Right. You know how it drops down? Yeah. Luke's like, well, you can just take a drop and say it was unplayable. And I had a Michael Jordan moment. I'm like, I'm taking that shit personally. I look like Jeff Bagwell, dude. I was down basically on my knees with a pitching wedge. I actually caught it flush and put it over the green in the woods. Ended up losing it.
Oh, man.
I was literally hitting out of the mud in that lake, just trying to save something. Couldn't do it. Yeah. But no, we have all in all things considered, usually when we're playing together, we got a pretty good scramble group, at least, what Dan and I, especially Mega Powers, we're out there we're out there more for the intimidation factor. Yeah. Other groups see us roll in and they're like, all right, there's 2 big boys coming out. They're dressed like idiots. It's the intimidation factor.
I got the Knickerbockers on. Look like Payne Stewart.
I got a blue shirt with parrots all over it. Maybe if I'm feeling it, maybe some rainbow trout on there. I'm out there, I'll drain a few putts, but I know my role.
Bold prediction here. If we keep our foursome together for, let's say, the next 10 years and we keep playing in that Marconi Circle Club outing, we're bringing it home for the next 10 years. We've 3 in a row already. So Ryan, you just piggyback off of us because there's only like 4 foursomes from Marconi. I mean, and you're one of us at that point.
I don't care. I find a couple guys I play with, and I just hit the ball.
Yeah,
around.
but
it's just a fun time. I don't care.
We
I don't
represent
care winning outings at the end of the day.
We represent well.
Yeah,
for that one for sure.
We're trying to. Yeah.
Oh, we do.
We do.
I get tired of outings real quick. I can only do. You guys do like what 3, 4, 5?
I try to do like 5 or 6 a year. Yeah.
I'm like a 2 and done kind of. I like doing 2. Just kind of, it's something to look forward to. I like getting to know what I'm doing early. You look forward to that date, and then you have like a nice day.
If you play in any that are like well put together, so my old defensive line coach Scott Biss used to put one together in honor of his dad. His father passed away from ALS, so he'll raise money and give it to a local family with somebody who's been diagnosed with ALS, and he does. Long drive, you get a prize. Every par 3 closest to the pin is a big prize, like $1,000 plus. The one year I played in it was a brand new Nike iron set. If you got a hole in one, there was a cruise, like a 7-day cruise and all this stuff. So he did that one, put that one together really, really well. Unfortunately, he had to stop doing it because of COVID and stuff, and he hasn't got it back up. But if you play in any of those ones, the big ones, they're fun as hell, and everybody's got a puncher's chance. It's some big prize. So,
please tell me if a prize like that, he had someone watching. Like,
yes. Every par 3 had people sitting there watching, and then they also had other like 50-50s for closest to the pins and stuff. Like you buy skins and stuff, dude. It was a blast. It was all to raise money. It's for a great cause.
Yeah. I mean, outings like that, I think are, obviously like one of the highlights of the summers just because they're honestly so much fun. I was thinking about this today for ours. Instead of a 3 course outing that we'll do, I think we should probably just do one. Just for me personally, I have a wedding to go to every weekend in September. So that's wiped.
Yeah.
That all September. But like, what do you think we put a date down like by the end of this pod, late June? Let's get 4 or 5 foursomes. We'll just take up some tee times and we'll start going after it. What do you think?
36 holes, go through twice.
You could do that either way. And if we get 4 or 5 foursomes, but split it up into teams of 2, and you just have your teammate, so it's 2 people, and the other group with you, the other twosome with you, just hold you accountable, So I think we do it that way, and whoever wants to sign up. What do you think? End of June, you said?
Yeah, let's pick let me try and look here. Let's see what the calendar's looking like. I mean, end of June, we could either do, how about maybe like June 10th? Saturday the 10th?
Okay.
I have to look what's going on.
But hey, I mean, Ron, how's the trophy coming along? You got some pressure to put that thing together.
When I get a hard date, I'll start building. It doesn't take long for me to build a trophy.
June 10th, Youngzers outing?
Can we do it the 17th? Because the 10th, I work a long week that week, so I'll finish Friday morning. 24th? No, because the 24th. Fine. The 10th's fine with me. That's fine. That works. That's fine.
All right. Perfect.
That works.
Yeah.
Subject to change.
Nah. Right in stone. The hammer and chisel out.
Written in paper.
What course are we picking? I'll say this. Lenape, the greens are fast. The rough is high. It's a tricky course. I mean, Luke's shooting all right there. Usually see him shooting a little lower, but I mean, those greens are taking some strokes. So what are you thinking? The links or
the Elks, Rolling Fields? That's not too far. Lenape. We can put it in a wheel if you want, and we can spin a wheel.
Oh
yeah,
that's
up to you guys.
Well, by the end,
we need to have work on it real quick. I'm in the mixer there. Like, let's put like a mini golf course on the wheel, just like for our, If we end up playing like a mini golf course, how funny would that be?
Honestly, put a mini golf course on there. The one in Monroeville, where they have like the pictures for the tournaments. Like people are shooting like 18 and stuff like that, like hole in one on every. End of the, I like that. We'll do a wheel.
That'd be bad for business if we got like mini golf though.
Yeah.
Because that ain't just no way that we'd be able to pull that off.
Yeah. So what do you think? We'll put Elks, Lynx, Rolling Fields,
Hillcrest, maybe? I don't know.
Hillcrest is expensive as shit. Yeah, if you want to play there and you're not a member, yeah, it's like $75, $80. What do you want? Lenape? All right, Lenape.
How about the Vandy Open?
Heights. That. And Rolling Fields.
Where's Rolling Fields at?
Murraysville, down there.
I've never played there.
It's not far. You go down there on Greensburg Road, down there in New Kensington, and you end up running right into it. You just hang a right. You just stay on Greensburg Road.
I'm thinking of Cloverleaf. That's where I was thinking. Cloverleaf's down in Delmont.
Put Oakmont on there just for like funny, you know?
No, because it'll end up hitting.
Just put her on for like a funny moment though. Like we'll be like, oh, we're not gonna get it.
All right.
Is there, how about we put a course in there that none of us have played?
Like where?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to think. Like I played Suncrest once. There's those ones up there near Butler.
What's that one in like Natrona Heights? What's that one called?
Bridge, is that even open?
Brackenridge Heights. I don't know. And it was only 9 holes that I remember, I think.
Oh, put River Forest on there maybe.
Buffalo,
yeah.
Buffalo.
What about the other one, Saxon?
Saxon's still open?
Should be.
It should be. Saxon?
Yeah.
I played there one time. It's pretty open.
It's like Saxonsburg, right?
I think it's
Saxon, yeah.
Saxon.
What about Katanning? Is that open to the public?
I don't think. Do you want to put Cloverleaf on there?
I can.
They got 36 holes there, actually.
Cloverleaf. So that's 8. There's 8 courses so far. Is that enough?
Put Fun for All on there. It's like a mini golf course. They have like 36 holes.
Oh, let me look. Let me look up.
Oh,
and Fun for All, the 4 is spelled Fore, like it's golf.
Oh, I screwed that up then. Here, let me.
Unreal.
What about like 3 lakes?
How about 4 lakes?
3 lakes could be one. Let me see here.
Well, people get lost in the Finger Lakes.
Totteridge, Greensburg.
Totter.
I think that should be enough.
Yeah, we got
good spread.
That's some spread, you know.
I'm gonna put Bird's Foot on there.
Yeah,
so that's 12. That's 12. That's keeping an even number.
That's gonna be coach. That's gonna be coach. He's gonna win that. He's in there.
Also, breaking news: the Celtics have eliminated the Philadelphia 76ers.
Wow.
From the NBA.
Wow.
So, Team Philly. Sorry for that.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna bring it up here on the other screen real quick. So it's up right now. You guys can't see it, but the fans at home and I can see it.
It'll show on the.
It will show on the pod. Yes, I'm gonna.
And you're not gonna lie to us about what it says.
Nope.
All right.
You want to FaceTime me so you can see it?
No, just spin it. I believe you.
Spin.
Because it's not like you could say something else because we'll see it.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's like listening in and being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go look and see what it is."
Totteridge.
Where's that at? Greensburg.
That'll be our course here. Let me look that up.
The Youngzers at Totteridge. I don't know. I think maybe one or a couple of us have probably played there that I know of. But yeah,
Totteridge Golf Course in Greensburg. Let's check it out here.
The thing that's going to be hard is trying to get like a bunch of guys through when there's a day without an outing there, though. Maybe, you know,
that is wide open.
Hey, that's fine with me.
Like wide open.
That might not be a good thing.
Totteridge. I want to see.
You'll be seeing ghosts, and then you're gonna be swinging for like 3 different holes at one time. You don't want to put it on the wrong hole.
I want to like
Bad news. How's it looking?
looks nice. I wish it would tell me like yardage wise from tees.
Should say it on like or just individual yardage or like total
no, like total yards.
Oh, I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
Oh, I'm looking it up.
I'm not big into yardage.
There's group golf events. It says information coming soon. Look at T. See if they have a day open.
Kind of scenario where we have something like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a cool scenario that we can like try to pull off. But nothing's coming to my head. I lost my train of thought. So I don't know. I'm burned out on golf talk. I played golf this morning. I just talked about golf for like half an hour. I'm getting people running down my throat about the way I play golf.
Buddy. Hold up 1 sec.
If there's one way for someone to take air out of my sails, it's you guys. Like just, clipping my wings. I guess this is what happens when I fly too close to the sun. You can call me a modern day Icarus, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
I flew too close to the sun, and you know what? I guess people just like to be, little sticklers about it. So
Totteridge is June 10th?
Totteridge June 10th. I looked to see if I could book some tee times. I can't book any tee times in the next month yet. So when this goes live, either comment on the YouTube, like on the in the comments, let us know if you want to play. We'll put it out on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Ryan's our social media guy, so let us know. We'll get it out there. What do you think? 5 foursomes at the most? So it'll be
20 at the most.
So
yeah.
So we're looking at 4 more foursomes. Like I said, we're gonna try to keep it an even number. That way we can just have duos, and then you'll go out with 4 guys, but 2 of the guys will just have to keep the other 2 accountable, and you keep the other 2 guys accountable. That's just how we'll play it. It's all for fun. We'll just play best ball. And winners will what? Gift card to somewhere, your choice. Something like that.
Gift card and trophy.
Yeah. Ryan's making that 10-foot trophy. That's right.
I think I'll have to like rig it up though to like remove the rings, like the Stanley Cup, maybe. So we can like have the rings.
Put the names on there, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully your truck can haul that, if that is a truck.
Can you guys have like an etching guy though? You can like etch stuff?
Nah. Excuse me.
I don't have a guy readily available.
I can
do it myself. I mean, I'll just wrap it in tinfoil and scrape it.
We could just do stickers if you want to do like vinyl or something. I can get somebody to cut out some vinyl for us.
Yeah.
Nah, we gotta be more professional in stickers, dude. That's like kindergarten stuff.
Okay.
We gotta do like etchings,
Listen,
like
you're the trophy guy. You're the trophy guy, so this is.
And we're trusting you to haul it. So,
how big do you want this thing?
I heard it was going to be 10 foot tall.
Have like a decoy trophy, like a little one. Because the one I makes get stolen because it's like gonna be a sweet trophy, and I think I need like a decoy or like something to like throw people off.
That's fine.
Who's gonna steal the Youngzers trophy?
Me.
Probably you.
Me.
You're Dan.
Yeah.
Dan would.
Yeah, I would.
Well, if we win it, Dan and I will split custody. If we get paired up.
I'll put it right behind me.
If you get paired up, there's gonna be a big chance that we're gonna be all split up.
Yeah, because the faster we get people locked into play, we'll put you in a wheel. Whoever you spin with, that's how we'll do it. The wheel has final say. I think that's
the wheels. Number 1. Number 2, we'll have to do 2 wheels, split up the 10 lowest handicaps, 10 highest handicaps.
That's fine.
Do you have like a tier wheel? Or should we do like a Ryder Cup kind of situation where we elect captains and have like, team like Japan and we something different.
We could do something like that.
So we can like the ones with the highest skill level.
How about this? We'll do this one now for at the beginning of the year. If you want to do one and we can think about it at the end of the year, end of the season, August, September, October.
A little October outing action.
Yeah. maybe we'll think about that. We'll see how many people were interested and stuff, and then in that case, we could get more people in too. Because we have longer to think about it and plan it out. If you're okay with that, I like that idea, Ryan. I do. I just think we're pressing for time because we have less than a month to figure out who wants to be in it and stuff. And I'm sure there's some lazy cats out there last minute, the week before to be like, I want to play. Yeah. So.
No, I'm definitely not.
Like, I'm out. I'm trophying. That's it. I have something to work on, so I need to get going on this.
How about this? Whoever wins this outing, whoever comes in second, since we're going to split up handicaps, which I think is fair, the top two teams, their highest handicaps will be the captains for the next outing we do, and we'll do it Ryder Cup style. I like that. I like that.
Do you think I should get like a forge, maybe like a metal forge? Can you get like a small one?
You can make them. You can make them. It's not hard to make.
You get like a beginner's forge, or do they make those?
Yeah,
like baby's first forge.
I've never seen that, but
you have to make one for babies, right? Like baby's first forge.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
What do you think? Like the Vikings did. Each kid was gifted like a forge at birth. You don't remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage. But yeah, anyway, trophy on the way, loading.
Trophy. What else you been up to, Dan? What else you been up to?
Me, nothing. I went down to if we're off the rails, I went down to, what would you call that? It was kind of like a flea market down in Pittsburgh. What was it called? The Stacks at Three Crossings down there in the Strip. And and a bunch of vintage stuff. Give me a sec. I got to show you guys these. I should have pulled them over.
Shirt. So he's gonna unveil something. Oh, the pants. The pants.
Shorts right there.
First, I found this vintage '92 Prince of Wales Championship shirt.
I said, did you get that shirt there?
We were walking around just looking at different stuff, and found this printing. I don't know if you guys can see that really well.
Is that like a poster? Or
yeah,
what is it?
It's like it's
a 10. Is it like 10ish?
No, it's
Can
not
you
10.
do the
It's paper. It's paper. So we got this one. It's just like a printing, and then my youngest son, he's all about the pierogies. That's the only reason he goes to Buckeyes games. So we got this one.
Actually, pretty sick. That would look good in a frame.
Yeah. So we're gonna frame these up.
Who's that? Is that Oliver Onion?
Yeah. Sauerkraut saw and Oliver Onion. Yeah. And
the big O.
That's
what I call it.
We normally don't do this, but Baxter and the Bear, that's who made these. He's a really, really nice guy. And then I was walking around and I saw this one and I had to have it. So, and then we got some other little odds and ends and stuff. It was nice to get out, and it was a beautiful day today. So I did that, celebrating Mom's Day and stuff like that. So shout out to all the moms. Any moms are listening. Happy Mom's Day. But yeah, that's all I've been up to. Really,
listen, I love
the
Strip District. I love the Strip District.
Oh, dude, it's awesome down there. And if you know where to park, you know where to go.
Like the terminal and like the stuff they're putting, between the Strip and the river there.
Mm-hmm.
I like going down there just because it has that old school feel, like all the small, like kind of mom and pop shops, stuff like that. I don't like when it's like becoming. It seems like more modernized.
Yeah,
I like the old school feel down there. Just going down there for a morning, getting some breakfast, walking around all the different shops. I'm an old timer like that.
I think it was Randy Bauman said on the radio. I think it was this week. He was talking about the Strip District and like you bring new draftees in and take them down to the Strip and just show them like the off the wall shirts and stuff down there. You ain't finding it anywhere else but down in the Strip. Absolutely. It's a great place. It really is. You walk up and down it. You something's always catching my eye. And then they have that. I can't remember that candy shop down there. Is just phenomenal. There's so much shit there. Yeah, Grandpa Joe's. That's it. Yeah, he's got stuff in there that you can't find anywhere, and it's awesome.
Do you see the giant jelly bean in there?
I didn't go in there today. but I've been in there in the past.
You got to see the giant jelly bean. If you go in and you rub its belly, it's supposed to be good luck. I'm not even kidding. It's like a room.
We take DJ down there into Grandpa Joe's. How much do you think he could spend in a minute if we were like, all right, grab whatever? You have 1 minute. How much do you think?
I don't want to incriminate him, but how much did he spend at his bachelor party? Double it.
I think the favorite part I have is going into like the Woolies and you can watch the train go around.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
And I like tapping on the glass with the fish. So that's what I do. Because, they're just hanging out.
There's just so much to see down there. And it's, like you said, it's got that old school vibe. And it's just like, it's a different hustle and bustle of the city. Mm-hmm. It's a different feel. It just takes you back, really. Everything, like I said, you can walk everywhere down there.
Like just stuff willy-nilly on the sidewalks, It's
it has personality. That's what I gotta think.
Yeah.
Like it has personality. That little area.
You can almost
not much bustling, but I can see where you're coming at for the bustling.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah,
it's like old school, so you can almost feel like the grit of the city there because it's old timey. But it's just somewhere when you experience it, you're like, this is I can hang out here. I can do this. This is okay by me. Especially with somebody like me, I have social anxiety and I hate people. Sorry, but that's just how I am. I can't. I don't like being around crowds and stuff. But when I'm down there, it's a different feel. It's a different vibe. It's a different energy.
Because the crowd's more probably spread out. The sidewalks are thinner. Mm-hmm. And it's a one-way road, so it makes it feel kind of smaller.
Yes.
And everyone's going in and out at different places. And it's not like, some places you go and shop, some stores are more populated than others, but every store is kind of interesting. So everyone goes into each store and they go out, go to the next one. And it's kind of like you got to take detours every other time. So like not one spot's more crowded than the next. So what you're saying there. But I think they have the best cement around. They just got good sidewalks, good road. Walking cement.
Where's the worst cement? Where's the worst cement?
Worst cement. Kennywood. Their cement sucks. You ever see Kennywood cement? Not good.
I'm not too. I don't rank my cement, but I mean, one of my favorite places on the Strip though. Leaf and Bean. You get down there mid-morning, coffee and a cigar. That's a good way to start off the day, just relaxing. I like it there. I like that little. You always got the old timers sitting outside just puffing away on the stogies. And I use this analogy for everything, but it kind of looks like there might be a new pope being appointed down there because you just see the smoke coming up and you're not sure what's going on. Rollins, another one of my favorites. I love a good lobster roll. I like the seafood nachos there, but DeLuca's breakfast. I could go on and on. Pennsylvania Macaroni Company. So I get some biscotti next door. I mean, we're cooking. You put me down there. We're cooking. Get that terminal out of there. I don't want to see Chipotle there. I don't want to see all these bullshit storefronts going in there. No, give me some old Italian.
Like the original ones are on the main strip. Those are just throw-ins.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you just keep that away. I want to go down there and see some old Italians puffing on some DeNobles and, bitching at each other. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's the right there.
I'd rather just people watch down there too. That's free. It's basically free entertainment. So you can, grab something, and most of the stuff is just carry out and eat down there. You just, lean on like a guardrail or a wall or something, and you can just watch the people pass by. And, there's some nice bleacher creatures down there you can take a gander at. There's always something to look at down there. It's really, really good on the eyes, There's always something entertaining going down. And it's just free entertainment. So big ups, big thumbs up. Strip district loading. So
yeah. All right, so what do you think we'll continue the Pittsburgh theme. What's your most overrated part of Pittsburgh?
South Side.
Yeah, like Carson Street. Yeah, I was thinking maybe at Strip there on the North Shore, like with High Park Steakhouse and McFadden's and all that. But you said South Side, yeah. East Carson Street, so overrated.
It's just crowded. Like you're not getting anything done there. It's crowded there. There's just like a lot of sticky situations you can get into. People running into traffic down there, like getting hit by Jeeps left and right. So, yeah, I think the North Shore is better. Actually, I like it down there. More dispersed crowd.
I'm not a fan of downtown.
Downtown itself?
Too congested. Going down there, went down there for trivia. I don't like driving through it. It's just I'm not a fan of that. Just
it was good.
I like that market district down there in downtown. That's probably the best part of downtown because I went down with my buddy Joe from work. It was right before Christmas 2 years ago, and they just put
Christmas Village.
Yeah, the Christmas Village was down there.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
They just put that is it called 5 iron or 7 iron down in there? So they got the simulators down there. So we went down and checked that out. That's cool. There's a bunch of little like
nooks and crannies and doodads and trinkets. Yeah.
And that's right up my alley. So that's probably the best part of the city, like downtown itself. Yeah, you could keep driving that stuff. That stuff's for the birds. I hate driving in these big cities. Evolved and didn't evolve for like modern day cars. You ever drove in Boston? It's a nightmare. You ever drive in New York? It's a nightmare. Any major city, it's a nightmare to drive in, and my anxiety goes through the roof again because I'm gonna miss a turn, and then this road's gonna be closed, and I don't know where I'm gonna be. Yeah.
I think Mount Washington's slightly overrated too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like the view up there's, you can't beat the view. But some of the restaurants up there, I think, are a little overhyped, like the Lamont. There's a couple up there where, if you want to eat like subpar food, just get some takeout or I'm gonna say takeout. Just go up there and you can get a free view, sit on one of the benches on one of the overlooks, and have a meal there. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I like Station Square. I don't know about you guys.
That's what I was gonna say. That's where the Christmas. No, it's not Christmas Village, is it?
No.
Market Square.
Market Square is.
That's what I was thinking. So I went there this year, and I think the more glass, the better. I'm big on glass, like especially when you can see in the glass of like when you're outside a building looking in, because there's like little Easter eggs you can see, like people like doing certain things or like something where it shouldn't be, and then like it's just it's like I Spy basically. You're looking for like the next joke, or you're looking for something funny, or there's just lots of things you can like peek into and see what's going on. So it's just a lot
for glass and cement, and it's a good time.
Yeah, glass and cement. And I'm a simple man.
People watching.
Huh?
And people watching.
Yeah.
Underrated place to people watch. Go down to the Point on a nice summer day.
Yeah, you see some. You see some creatures.
Yeah, watching Segway tours go through there. Cracks me up every time.
So we get. You just reminded me. We get down over the 31st Street Bridge, and I'm trying to hit Liberty Ave, and I hit the one light, and 15 older people come out on rollerblades. I was pumped up. I'm like, I should have brought my blades. Oh yeah. I looked at Amanda. I was like, we could have brought our blades. We'd have been blading. She was so jealous. Oh yeah,
I would be too.
I was jealous.
Were they like what kind of rollerblades were they? Were they like the single blade or were they like the 2 and 2?
Inlines, yes, rollerblades.
Like the old school.
So
like the blades are the I get that. Blades are the straight.
Yes.
And skates are the 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they had their wrist guard or wrist pads on, or elbow pads, knee pads.
Helmet that was like a little pointy on the back.
No. They all had like BMX helmets on. I was like, oh, they come right out of the alley. I didn't even see them. Like, where did they come from?
I'd hit a jump and go into that water. That water looks so refreshing down there. Like by the fountain, the water, it's like shooting out of the fountain.
It's disgusting.
It looks refreshing far away.
That's fair, but you just see some of the creatures going in, cooling off in there.
Yeah, probably the bleacher creature. Or you get down the North Shore if you ever walk down the river walk towards the Pirate Game. There's that little like step waterfall kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people literally like drinking out of it. And they're just laying in the falls, like getting sprayed down. So
if some foreign country ever tries to invade us and they hit Pittsburgh, people have been drinking out of Monongahela and Allegheny in Ohio for years.
Yeah.
You ain't hurting Pittsburghies. It ain't happening.
All I'm telling you is if I hear any of those words and like you're able to drink out of something named like the Monongahela, like just don't do that. Like there's certain things and certain names, like yeah, you're drinking out of the Blue River, like Crystal Falls. If you hear like Monongahela, like don't put your mouth to that. Like that's the last place you want your mouth.
Like if someone's like, yeah, I'm drinking out of the Mon, like,
Probably like COVID patient zero drank out of the Monongahela. So that's how that started up.
COVID, that's where COVID started. Someone was drinking out of the Mon.
Who knows what like fish are down there either? People are always pulling stuff out of the river down there. It just looks like absolute like monsters. Like they're catching on hot dogs and like corn.
We've all been to Kennywood, right? They had to shut
Yeah.
the Raging Rapids down. You wonder why? It was pumped right out of the Monongahela. I'm sure
I used to do Kennywood.
Sure, you've
they
seen
still have
people.
the shooting gallery
Yes.
there. I haven't been there in a little while. You know, like the shooting gallery.
Yeah, it's still there.
So you have a little laser gun. So what I'd do is like I'd rig it up. So like behind me, I'd like time it. So like I knew when people were walking by. There's this one target where you could like shoot it and water would spray out. So like what I'd do is I'd shoot it and duck, and then the people walking by would get like sprayed in the face and stuff like that. That was funny.
Ryan's a menace.
He is. I'm not a big Kennywood guy, so I mean, number one, I just don't like roller coasters in general. Number two, so this is a funny story actually. So I don't, I'm not a fan of any type of roller coaster really. Like I'll go on some of them, whatever. So we were down at a Fright Night last year or 2 years ago. Nicole and I were down there. She wanted to go on the racers, and as you know, Dan, like my neck is just bad to begin with. I literally got whiplash from the racers.
Yeah.
I was at the end of it, and I'm like, Nicole, we gotta go. Like, I could feel like I felt like my head was gonna explode. She's like, "Are you kidding?" She's like, "Are you serious that you got hurt from that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just doesn't work out. I'm not compatible with roller coasters. It's not even like it's not even one that goes up and does spins. It's a pretty simple one.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it.
That sign at the top of the hill there, it says "Don't stand up" and had the skull and crossbones. That petrified me for like my entire life. When I was young, I saw that. I was like, I stand up, I'm gonna die.
On what?
On the racers.
Oh, the racers.
Yeah. And then speaking about,
I'd be more scared of the Thunderbolt. Or no, that would be
that one hurts.
the Thunderbolt, right?
Yeah, that one
Is that
hurts.
the one that goes right under?
Under the Phantom, yeah.
So like the Thunderbolt, we did like the thing for it. So when you go under that first dip, it looks like if you stand up, your head's coming off.
Oh yeah.
So like we looked at what it was. You have to actually be like 10 foot, like 5 to have your head come
But
off.
it's like that optical illusion.
Yeah, like your head's gone.
Yeah.
Like if you get too close.
It's like
I think that's like a top irrational fear of like kids in general, though.
Yeah.
Like I have an oddly specific one. Like, so this is like down a wormhole. Do you remember? I'm reading a book on it right now. Actually, the Pizza Bomber from up in Erie.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. As a kid, I was terrified that like some pizza delivery guy is going to come up to the house and he's just going to explode on the doorstep. Yeah. It's just.
Yeah, it was
just
it was like a
weird
jig.
stuff.
It was like a jigsaw, like like torture device around his neck. Yeah. Or his chest.
No, it was on his neck.
Was it
It was on his neck.
Yeah,
Because he was in. He was like part of that.
Yeah.
So what did that have to do with pizza? Oh yeah, never mind.
He had to go rob the bank and stuff. And was his I think it's his mother was all mad because they wouldn't cut it off of him because she wanted his body back and this and that, and they wouldn't damage the apparatus
device
and stuff. Yeah, it was bad.
I think his mother might have died. Maybe it was his dad or something like that. That it was one of his family members because he wasn't married or anything.
No,
I'm understanding he was in on it with the guy that put it on his neck.
No, he was. Looks like he was in on
the
it.
way that
I haven't finished the book. I haven't looked at it. I just want to read it through. But he was like part of it where he told the cops like I just started reading it the other night actually. So like he basically told the cops like, hey, these people, they jumped me. I went to deliver a pizza. They put this device around my neck. They said I have an hour to find like the next 3 clues to disarm it.
Yeah.
But they kind of kept him there and he exploded on camera.
Yeah, right by that cop car. So do you know a lot about it? Because I don't want to ruin it.
I mean, I know a little bit, but I just want to finish reading the book.
Just to piggyback off of what you said. They have video of him, and he actually went into a convenience store or something, and he looked very mellow, like even though you're gonna die. Yeah, so that's why they thought he was like he volunteered for it and was gonna be in on it and wasn't gonna be harmed, but he was gonna knock off a bank and stuff. Yeah.
So like, here's the thing though: if I'm a crook, I'm not like willy nilly letting Joe Schmo put like a bomb around my neck. Like, we're drawing straws and I'm cheating. Like, I'm putting the big straw, like I'm having those straws the same length kind of and just like chopping it down when you grab it. Like, I'm not going to be the guy that puts the apparatus around my neck.
Well, because
like,
here's the thing. They might have a dead man switch on there.
Yeah, they could. They could.
Well, there ain't a dead man switch if you're already dead because you're blown up.
I mean, regardless of what's going on in any situation, if you're the guy that they like decide like, hey, we're strapping a bomb around your neck, you must have done something wrong.
But like, here's the thing: like, if you're strapping a bomb around someone's neck, like, don't have it like rigged up to explode. Like, like you can make a bomb that's going to explode and just be like, hey, these people put it around my neck, but I guess they didn't know what they're doing.
Well, I want to finish the book, obviously.
Yeah, let's put a real bomb around our boy's neck that's going to rob the bank. So you know what? If he fails, he blows up with the money at the end of the day. Like, how smart is that?
He didn't even get the money.
Yeah. You got like, I think it's like $7,000-8,000. That's all he got.
He was like sweating it out. I'm not putting a bomb around my neck for $7,000-8,000.
No, absolutely not.
He thought like he was getting so much more.
He didn't think he was. Yeah, they had the plan was like he had to go to the bank manager and the vault had like 150,000, but the manager was like out for lunch, so they gave him like 7,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, the plan went to hell apparently right off the rip for Brian Wells.
And
so how was the bomb like around his neck? Did they have like a lock on it? Or
there was
like...
a lock on the back and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's video of him just sitting beside the front of that cop car, and you don't see it happen, and then they show it back and he's deceased. So yeah, I don't know if he thought maybe my buddies put me up to this, I'll be good, and then maybe they just wanted to off him.
It's like it's like an Uno reverse card.
What if it was like Impractical Jokers? It's like Murr. He gets his punishment. He's the big loser for the night.
Have you ever seen that video?
What? Nah.
I'll send it to you on TikTok.
Story, but I haven't watched the video. I don't care about a guy that's strapped up.
No. About the Impractical Jokers. Somebody made a video and they tell him to go rob the bank.
Oh yeah, I've seen. It's like cartoons. Yeah. I've seen. I thought you were talking about the guy blowing up eating a pizza.
No,
or whatever.
He wasn't eating pizza. He was just.
He was the delivery guy.
Yeah.
Did they at least tip him before he left?
Yeah, they gave him a bomb.
I'd be more mad about the tip. I'd be like, at least tip me.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was like, obviously I've done one read, but I'm pretty sure he was like in on it. So like, yeah.
Did he have a timer on the bomb? Did they know how long he had?
They told him however long. They didn't get much out of him, the cops, because he was just worried about getting this bomb off him, and they wouldn't let him leave. So ultimately, the Erie police probably saw the demise of that man.
Here's a heads up: if you strap a bomb to me and you tell me how much time I have left, and you lock it, I'm gonna act like I'm leaving, and I'm just gonna hang out until I know I'm about to explode, and I'm just gonna run back in the room when you least expect it. If I'm going out, I'm not just being like, "Hey, let's go get this bank" or whatever. I'm running back in, and you'd be like, "Oh no, he's back!"
Troll. That's just a troll move.
Yeah, he's back.
I'm pretty excited to read that. I picked up 2 books. The other one I picked up was the 5 families in New York, like the mafia.
Yep.
I was watching a nice World War II documentary, and this is something I didn't know. I'm a big World War II buff, but when the Allies were going to invade Sicily, they actually worked with the New York mob because they had ties. That was their families and stuff down there. So that have, the local cooperation and stuff. And the names, I'm drawing a blank on the name, but the one big mob boss actually, facilitated a lot of the stuff on the island. And he was in jail at the time. Once they secured Sicily and were going up, he asked if he could be released from prison. And they actually just deported him back to Sicily. And that's where, the mob over there is still strong to this day, I guess. That was part of the reason why. I didn't realize, I never knew that. So that was That's a pretty cool, little tidbit there that they were working with them to help with the invasion. Hey, you know,
For them.
yeah,
No, I always say congratulations.
Luciano's.
yeah, it might have been,
Yeah.
Lucky Luciano.
Yeah, Luciano's fully guaranteed assistance. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I wonder how lucky he really was. Very curious.
But pretty cool.
Yeah. I like reading up on mob stuff in in New York, and then stuff over there in Chicago and stuff from back in the day.
Mhm.
Watching little documentaries about that, and like you said, WWII stuff's pretty cool too. It just always piqued my interest, for sure.
There's so much stuff they had going on, like with the deception and the behind the scenes stuff. Crazy.
It's even crazier when you start realizing how much influence they had on government and stuff like that as well, and you just see how crooked the government has always been. I don't want to get political, but like it's bad.
Like, I didn't realize JFK's dad was trying to work towards peace with Hitler before he invaded like Poland and France and everything. Like him and I forget another guy from the US were like kind of going behind the back trying to JFK, that's where it all started. The bad karma right there. You don't
The CIA took him out. I'll leave that at that.
Release the files.
They did. No one's talking about it.
They don't release the files. They always like extend it after like they say they're gonna release it. So like, what are you hiding?
I was talking about this today. Like, you talk about conspiracy theories and like people dying mysteriously. Like the big one, I think, in World War II was General Patton dying in that car accident, where it's basically a little fender bender, but he was in the back seat. They said he had like a stroke, something like that, and he ends up dying. I think the real reason why was, and obviously this is just like, all right, my history knowledge and, just a pure speculation. He was one of the ones that actually did not want to end the war with Germany. Like after defeating Germany, he wanted to go after Russia too, because he saw them as the next big threat. So I think, having a guy like that, the government or whoever did not want that to happen. So you take him out. That's a big piece, to keep that problem at bay for a while. That's, just looking into it a little bit.
Yeah, because you got to think at that time, Russia lost millions of men. There's a ginormous age gap in their generations and stuff because of World War II. They lost so many men. What is it, like 35 million men, something like that?
They had the highest total casualty.
So they're weak. Why not take them out? And then you have the Cold War that ended up happening. So yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies. So this is what I've always said. You'll never know the truth about things. We never will, because so many people's minds would be blown that they would just fall over dead. That's how I think striking some of these conspiracies, and I think they're true, some of them, and how just heavy they would weigh on people that you'll never know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Never.
Like aliens and stuff. Like imagine telling people like, yeah, there's aliens out there. Like that's just like a whole nother thing to wrap your mind around. Like the whole concept that's just completely like, just ununderstandable to most people.
Well, that's the thing with aliens. There has to be other forms of life out there. There almost has to be. Do we know that for sure? No. But if you look up at the night sky and every dot you see is a star and every dot you can't see is a galaxy and this and that, there's infinite amounts. So we're not the only ones in this universe. So there's more out there. There has to be. Will we ever know? I don't know. The big one is that mothership is not too far away from here and this and that. I always said that we're on some alien's shelf and he got a C- for creating our Milky Way and stuff, We're just up on the shelf somewhere. Yeah, we're up in a jar.
I think it's funny though. We went from golf to the strip district to aliens in like the matter of the show. But you tune in, you don't know if it's gonna be sports talk or if we're going off the rails. So we're reaching out to the different demographics right now. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Here's quick sports talk. Pirates suck. They won one game this week. Mitch Keller's the only pitcher they have. So that's your Buckos talk right there.
Huh.
Can't hit.
No. when you put up 88 runs in the first 20 games and you turn around in your last 11 and only put up 12 runs, something like that, that's abysmal. You know, you're top 3 in the beginning of the year, and now you're bottom 3 for run production and now. So yeah, still happy for him. Go Buccos. Still over 500.
I'm calling it. That's the Buccos season. They're bowing out. They're officially eliminated from playoff contention.
That's fair.
But I'll still enjoy watching. With zero, I had this much expectation at the beginning of the year. Grew up to here, and now it's here. I'm gonna enjoy watching with nothing.
Where are we at, Dan, for the hour?
We are an hour in.
Perfect. I mean, that's
mention like we're on Kennywood Talk. We got past that pretty quick. Underrated ride is the bumper cars, because usually like you'll have groups of 4 in there, and what I like to do, it's called like, you know, I like to third party them. So, you know, the 2 parties will come in and like hit each other, and they'll be like laughing and smiling. Like it'll be like a dad and a mom with the other kid, or like a grandpa and the granddaughter, and then like the grandma and the grandson. Like they'll hit each other and be like laughing, like, hey, I just got like into you. I'll come in third party not knowing these people and just blindside them, like absolutely T-bone, like their necks go like that. That's like my favorite thing to do. And then they turn to see who their assailant is. It's just me staring at them.
Wide eye.
Yeah. Just go like that.
Let them know.
Just go right back into them. Bumper cars are elite. I need to get back on those. But yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I got nothing much left. I got a Jag this week. Anyone else have a Jag?
I do.
Where's yours from?
Down at that thing I was at today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let it rip.
All right.
Is it how good is it? Mine's all right.
Mine's okay.
What's better, all right or okay?
I don't know.
I'd say all right, it's better. Like okay. All right. Yeah.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So, no, I'm not saying that I don't like pets. I don't like animals, but all I'm saying is when you go out in the public and you have your dog on a leash and there's other dogs there, and you know that your dog doesn't do well around other dogs or other animals or in crowds of people, don't take your dog. I saw this one dog go after 3 different dogs today, and it just riles everybody up. It riles the other dogs up. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Oh, I want to take my 4-legged friend out, and that's fine. I understand that. But when you know that your dog doesn't play nice with others, don't do that. Don't be a jag.
Know your rule.
Yeah.
Know your play.
So yeah. We did have that. I did that the other day. Like my girlfriend recently got a puppy, so we're getting ice cream. And you know what? We were courteous. We saw other dogs there. Puppy doesn't do well with other dogs yet. So you know what? We took like a little longer route. We kept the other dog away from the other one, you know, and it worked out. Like you gotta, it's called know your situation, know like your surroundings, that kind of thing. So yeah. Pet owners do better.
Yeah.
But my Jag, guys, we're back. We're back in the Giant Eagle. Went there today, fresh off of Mother's Day lunch. I said, all right, I gotta go get my groceries. So I'm in the checkout, and I got we got the scanning lady, and then we got the guy at the end who was bagging the stuff. So he's like, I guess a free roamer, just bagging stuff. So I'm like giving the guy light conversation. The lady scanning's like concentrating. I said like, hi, how you doing? That kind of thing. She's doing her thing, right? So she's not the Jag. This guy is the Jag though. So he was like bagging my stuff, and he's like saying, yeah, like I was doing this and this with damaged items. And then he's like, I went to the deli, and you know, the deli was being the deli. So like, I don't know what like that means. Like, does the deli have beef with other places? Like, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know the hierarchy of the Giant Eagle. Like, for you to assume that I know, like, the deli's being the deli, like, you're a Jag. Like, I don't know the socio-economical system of Giant Eagle, or, like, who's beefing with who or what clicks going where. So for you to assume that I know, like, the deli's, like, doing something, yeah, you're the Jag.
Fair.
But the deli was being the deli. Like, who knows, like, what they were doing, like, if they're getting in people's business, you know? You got to watch out for those meat slicers, I guess. I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, you don't work there, so you don't know if it's a turf thing or it's it's the deli again. You don't know that, and the deli doesn't like the bakery, and the bakery's beefing with the stalkers. Yeah, you don't know that, so why do you have to tell you that?
And the thing is, like, what if I know someone at the deli, and then like you're like being like trashing the deli, and I'm like, hey, like this guy, he's trashing the deli, like he's making you out to be the bad guy. Like maybe the bagger's the bad guy. Like who knows? Like I'm not here to like make tea into crumpets here, but like I'm gonna give the deli the benefit of the doubt. I've never had a problem there. So the deli being the deli, like I don't know, maybe it's like they're being really nice. Like I need more context clues. Like maybe the deli was like welcoming them with open arms, like saying come on in. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's my Jag moment.
That's fair.
Oh, I got one before we wrap it up. It's not a Jag, it's just a plug. If you're not subbing to TTV, call Couch.
Oh, don't.
Also, here's a PSA: if you can't chip out over my putter, get off the course.
Oh. Let's wrap it up there.
Yep.
That's right.
You gonna give your plug there, Ryan?
To what?
Like, share.
Yeah, like, subscribe. Put something with our business card in your kid's lunchbox. It's the end of the school year, so there we go.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Write your kid a note with a smiley face at the end and pack it in their lunch.
All right.